confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The give to the back. Hard running there. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. Sweet cut there. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Looking to scramble. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Makes the grab on the left. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Quarterback keeps it. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The Gators are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a... there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through... Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
This time he's got it. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Hussein. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll leave it with him. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on third. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
It's crazy. I don't even get a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. He'll go to the sneak, and they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go, no push. Big stop out of here.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Still running at the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
Hand off from the shotgun. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero covers, like nobody covers him at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Gators!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the tailback.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Wide open, makes the catch.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys in that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Under fire. On target. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. They'll try to snap it quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, sometimes the best defense is gotten a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Looking downfield on first down. Steps away to find some room. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He's got the back in the middle. Breaks into the open. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Going deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got some room, it was over.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's looking to pass. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but You get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this.
He lets one fly deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Defense looks as if it's coming. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Breaks away on the left. The 20. 10. Touchdown Gators. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
14.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Still a lot of time to go here in the 3rd quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped and he just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to the running back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical.
Free up the gut. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter.
29 on the play. Good enough to score first down.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Lets it fly. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Off the play fake on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Lost, the defense is wide open. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Here's the handoff. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here we go. The give to the left side. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. And the Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He goes out of bounds just short of the first down marker, and the defense gets a stop. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. These corners backing off a bit. Wide receiver going in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout.
And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Trying to get the edge on the right. Creates a little room. Turning it on. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.